Okay, it says we're live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know if we're dealing with lag through StreamYard. Good. There we go. Thank you, Cody. Hey, y'all. Hey, Cody. Hey, Mike P. Minnie, T-Bone, David Orpwood, David Nichols, Lincoln, Indigo, Service, Paul, Jeff H., Alvaro, Mark Thomas is here, Chris Lang, Vash. I know there was a whole bunch I chatted with before. We got James B popped in, and we got Nutty, and got a lot of catch up going here. There's Tallapoosa. Are you in the ER working, or are you in the ER getting ER'd? I'm trying, Tubby. Okay, so we'll jump straight into a little bit of update. Hey, Fluffy. Okay, you're working, so you'll understand. I like 2 weeks ago, I was building the ammo order and pulling a pallet or case of 9mm off the pallet. I was sliding that case of ammo across the top of the pallet, and the case hung on another box or another case, and I felt just a little tug. Didn't think anything of it. Next day, my arm was dead. I just figured I strained it, and it didn't get any better. So I did go to the doc. I started getting my motion back. It hurts to lift, but started getting motion back, and she did her palpating of the shoulder, and she hit that magic spot, put me on my knees, and said, "We're going for an MRI," which was really surprising to me because when I messed this shoulder up 20 years ago, I had to threaten somebody to get an MRI. They just kept, "Oh, we're going to do PT, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Everybody's shoulder makes that noise. Don't worry about it. Just put ice on it." When my arm started falling out of socket while I was shooting, yeah, it became a little bit much. This shoulder here, they immediately jumped to the MRI, which I haven't got yet because, get this, when they did the what's the word I'm looking for here, the little questionnaire history thing, and they asked about metals in the body, and I commented that, well, I'm sure I have some bullet fragments in my leg still. Yeah, well, I had to go get my leg x-rayed yesterday to see whether there's bullet fragments still in my leg, which I don't understand how that makes any difference or amounts to any hill of beans, because if there's bullet fragments in my leg, they were there 20 years ago when I got the MRI on this shoulder. Hey, Scott O, glad you can make it. Jeff B, I was too busy running my lips and not watching the people popping in. So anyways, I got the x-ray done. Hopefully I'll be able to get the MRI early next week, and then we'll know what the heck is going on. And since this is a work-related injury, I can't be shooting till I get the okay from the doctor to shoot, because I'm not going to give the county any ammunition to say, "Oh, it's not work-related." Exactly, Randall. That's what I said. Said if there's any bullet fragments still in my leg, it's lead and or copper, and neither of those are ferrous, so they're not going to react to the magnets. I didn't think about the fact that magnets might be stronger, and you might find this one interesting. when I got the MRI on this shoulder, I did feel the shoulder heat up during the MRI. It was like I was being microwaved, it was warming up from the inside out. And maybe that was because of the iron in the blood. I don't know. Well, they might disturb the magnetic fields, Indigo, but it's a long ways from my knee to my shoulder, so I don't know. But we'll find out. We'll see what the heck happens. So not being able to shoot means it was a little bit rough to stop making videos. I did get one in the can today that I need to edit. It's about the new gun. It's the things I've done to get ready to shoot it. As soon as the doctor gives me the go ahead, and we'll put that up as soon as I get done editing it. Well, thank you, Ron Wayne. I'm glad to see you pop in here. I didn't see Misty. I was too busy looking off into space and not watching the chat. Let me back up a little bit. I know in StreamYard we do have a little bit of a delay. So let's see if I've missed anybody horribly. Oh yes, most definitely, Bill. You gotta protect yourself. Just like hey, carrying a gun. You're responsible for your own safety, and you gotta protect yourself from the government. Let's see. I saw one here that said somebody just had an MRI and now I can't find it. They Cody, they do MRIs with contrast and without contrast. So the first MRI is typically without contrast. The second MRI will be with contrast. And if I can ever find the MRI images from this shoulder, it's kind of neat because your arm looks like ham steaks the way the MRI slices and dices. You know, Steve, I didn't hurt my shoulder playing around riding bulls, but I was considerably younger, and it was at Circle 8 Rodeo, and the bulls were somewhat tamer. Okay, there we go. Fluffy, it was you. I couldn't find your message about it. What'd you get MRI'd? That's what I said too, Scott. Can't hurt steel. Yeah, can't hurt steel. It's the soft tissue that hurts. What do you mean, Jeff? Didn't everybody ride bulls when they were kids? I don't remember getting any weird taste from the contrast. I just know that the second MRI from my right shoulder was it was like almost a 2-hour run in the tube, and I got a good nap. I'm looking forward to this next nap. Oh yeah, we got horses too, Jeff, but bulls. Everybody had to go to like Circle 8 and ride a bull, no? Or whatever the local analog for Circle 8 rodeo was where you're at. No, Bill, that's where the sleeping comes in. You take a nap. That's okay, Ron. I fully understand. I understand that getting stretched thing, and I made a comment in the video I'm working on today that 3 full-time jobs: work, the dog, and of course YouTube. So, yeah, rode the mean city bus. Hey, the city bus can be pretty dang mean, I suppose. Okay, exactly. A fine nap. It's just when you open your eyes and the ball's like right there. It catches you off guard at first. You know, the only time I ever rode Subway Indigo, I was in New York City testifying at Brooklyn District Courthouse. And we rode the subway from up in Manhattan, where we were staying, down to the Staten Island Ferry. And it was just like being in a movie. Just like being in a movie. Hey, Mark Thomas. I don't remember music. They just gave me earplugs. I was going to bring my shooting earplugs and nap out. So, what else? Let's see. So we got, hey, Scooter. So we got video coming up on the 6.5 PRC. I've got it rigged out now with a scope, and this is one of the PFI scopes I'll be giving away soon to a subscriber. I will shoot the break-in. I'll shoot some groups with it on the 6.5. I don't know how the bullet drop calculations are going to work on that scope to the 6.5, but they're great for 30 cal. So somebody's going to get that. When they had me, that was funny. The this shoulder's doing very much like this one. That the initial hurt when I damaged it hurt bad, and then the pain waned, and I could use my arm no problem, other than falling out of socket. This one here hurt pretty bad. Got a little bit better. The doc aggravated it. Hurt really bad. I iced. I immobilized. And now it's coming around, and I can lift it with just a little bit of pain. But the pain last weekend was, as I described it to my wife, I said, this shoulder uncut was hurting like this shoulder did after surgery. In that first week or two after surgery, where every slightest move hurt. Oh yeah, that was bad. Yeah, you too, Scott. Yeah, I mean, the neck is nothing to fool with. I'm sure I've got degenerating discs in the neck, compliments of a rollover crash years ago. Let me tell you, when you roll a car over and your head is this far from the ceiling because you're upside down, don't cut the seat belt. That's the longest 2 inches you're ever going to fall. I cut the seat belt. So I had all my body weight plus the weight of my body armor plus the weight of my bat belt and my gun and all my gear, and all drove down on the top of my head and shortened my neck quite a bit. What's up, Anthony and Steve Kelly? Hey, Miss Misty, I'm glad to see you could make it. Oh, not good, Carbon, not good. Well, fortunately, I don't have any titanium plates in my neck yet, but it was like, I want to say a year later, I had a trainee riding with me, and I had a stiff neck for like a week, and it just couldn't work it out. And we were coming down out of the mountains, driving through the twisties, and the trainee asked me a question, and I turned my head to look at him, because it was a stupid question, and I tend to scare people by looking at them when they ask stupid questions. And my neck cracked, and I literally felt my head drop. And I thought I'd broke my neck, and I thought we were going to die, and that I was paralyzed. And we were coming into a curve, and I was afraid to move. because I turned my head and it went "Krap," and sunk down. And you know what? The neck was no longer stiff. It didn't hurt. And we got into the curve and I nutted up and I gave the wheel a little turn. We made it through the twisties, came down out of the bottom, and I was feeling great. Well, Jeff, I think James Garner summed it up best when he said, "If I knew I was going to live this long, I would have took better care of myself when I was younger." That's I have back issue in the lower back, Tubby, and that's because of it's what they call gun belt back. I would literally lose 30 pounds every night coming home, taking off, your gun belt, your body armor. And yeah, it gets heavy, and of course it's all wearing right at your hips. It was a good chiropractic session, Cody, and all because a trainee asked a stupid question. What? Well, I still plan on living forever. That must mean I'm still young. Snap awake in the morning, and I'm still 18 years old. Then my feet hit the deck, and I feel the broken ankles and the broken knees. Twist it this and twist it that, and walk the snap, crackle, and pop out until I can move smoothly. Yeah, I know that feeling. What's up there, R4 Mississippi? Let's see. What have I missed? I'm sitting here. I'm trying to watch the chat, but I can't seem to. You need a scope for a Ruger SFAR 20. Well, what caliber is that, Fluffy? Because the scope I'll be giving away might work fine for you. Hey there, cat litter. You saying that because of balloon number 3? Possibly there might be a 4th balloon coming, is what I heard too. Exactly, Cody. Growing up is optional. Oh, that sounds very painful. Hey, Sunfish, what's up? I have not seen Nick. I have not seen Nick 2506. Did I miss him? Yeah, that tool belt does it's probably going to be just like wearing a gun belt, Chris. Oh, I will, T-Bone. The once I know what it is, it'll I'm sure things will get plenty better. 308, perfect. That's exactly what that scope is calibrated to. Good. Coffee for breakfast. That's coffee all day. Exactly. It's like shooting. It's no race to get back to the holster. Okay, if you haven't seen him, Randall, that just means he hasn't got here. What's up, Tony Gong? Exactly. Ooh. Walking off a scaffold, how high up? Well, Tubby, I'm partial to the Remington 700 actions. There a lot of the competition guns are built on Remington 700 actions. Those up here, these are some are awards. I can't reach them right now. The top row up there, those are badges I wore in Lucite. That right there is a an obelisk from the from my retirement. Just have it there on display. Most of the awards are in a box. Okay, what did I miss? I missed something here of the fourth one. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay, gotcha. Ruger M77 is a nice smooth action too. That wasn't a gun service. That was a retirement award for surviving 30 years of plus of Uncle Sugar. There we go. Okay, so what we got? Go. Yeah, I touched an award live. Yep. Just yes, I was Alvaro. Spent 31 years in the Border Patrol. Worked the southern border. Worked the northern border. Was assigned at stations in California and Michigan. The good arm, I did lose 10% of my range of motion, Bill. It didn't hurt. It's just I have to think when I reach over my head. Ooh. I know I point it to the badges, the evil badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Okay. That now that you mention that, Tubby, it does make my feet hurt. Think about falling off the mountain, landing on my feet. Yeah, it made my heels hurt. So put 770 and 300 win and found it. I didn't know the 770 came in 300 Win Mag, or did they chamber it up to Win Mag? What's funny with that, T-Bone, is, okay, this one hurts here, but once I lift with my good hand here, now I can move around no problem. It's just this range here, I have to help it. Okay. Well, that's just a quick update. Shoulder feels better. I'm still waiting on the MRI. I'm still waiting to get the PT. I've been doing a little bit of my own light PT based off what I remember having to do for this one. So I'm just taking it easy. Big thing I remember with this one was the results of the MRI came in, and the physical therapist looked at that and said, "Oh my gosh, we're going to stop what we've been doing. We've been aggravating the injury." Hey, Tanner, glad you could make it. So the physical therapist, based off what the occupational health doctor said, thought it was going to be a rotator. So that's what she was working towards. Instead, it was the glenoid labrum. I tore the right shoulder. I tore the glenoid labrum off the scapula from about 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And yeah, messed that shoulder up good. Okay. Oh, I feel great. It just aches a little bit. Well, I can't touch what I have over there, but no cortisone. Uh, I have a 22 conversion for the Springfield XD. I did a video on that. That hopefully I'll be able to get that up soon. I say no to the cortisone. I did a cortisone shot on this shoulder, and the doc came in from the back with a long, thin needle, wove it through the joint, pumped like a quart of cortisone in, I know it wasn't that much, but I joke about that. And he said, okay, so move your arm. And I'm like, no, it feels good. I don't feel anything. He goes, put your arm up over your head. And I got up there, and then all of a sudden I felt that knot, that ball of cortisone, and it hurt. And it hurt bad. And then it felt good. And then it wore off. Cortisone for me lasted about 2.5 days. You held together with duct tape, pins, and rubber bands. Well, just about. I've got dissolving screws holding this shoulder together. Exactly, Jeff. I've got a couple of 22 rifles, some old ones. I may be doing some 22 stuff. Plus, I have a 22 little old semi-auto that I refurbished from parts. Exactly, T-Bone. That's why I said the cortisone didn't do me any good. Didn't do me any good at all. So hopefully they don't want to try cortisone. But okay, with all that, I need to go ahead and punch out. I need to go get dinner made. I didn't see Yuke here tonight, so I can't get his salvatory glands running with talk of some garlic shrimp and linguine. But that's what I'll be making for dinner tonight. Got some fresh shrimp. Going to get the black iron set up. No, it's not what they use in Nerve Block. Nerve Block was something different. And that was something different right before surgery. It came in right here in the neck, again with a great big long ass needle, and they stick it in to where the nerve bundle should be, and then they start applying electricity and watching the muscles in your arm and your hand react. And when they get to the right spot, then they put the block in. It's weird stuff. Okay. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Thanks for jumping in on the live. I don't know how I missed Hootie Hoo tonight, but with the short one, I guess that's just the way it happened. There'll be I got 2 videos ready to go once I get them done editing, so watch for those. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Y'all are great. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and we'll talk to y'all later. So y'all take care. Be safe. Keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.